Hi, my name's Philip and I've been riding for about the last 6 years with a licence. Well, I first got into riding bikes in the 70s, late 70s. I had a few friends that had Kawasaki's and Bonnevilles, and I really enjoyed riding on the back the first couple of times, and I realised I don't want to be on the back, I want to be on the front. A friend of mine used to have a Bonneville. It was always leaking oil and it had electrical problems, but it was such a nice ride to have. I rode a scooter in London for about 6 months until I crashed that, and then realised scooters are no good for me. Unless it's summer, you don't want to ride in London in the rain. When my son and I decided to get bike licence about 6 years ago, we bought a little Honda CBR 250R. And it didn't take very long to realise that this was a great learning bike. And then I used to have a Triumph Speed Triple, 1050cc, which I ended up saying goodbye to up the halfway up Macquarie Pass. And now I'm riding the beautiful Bonnie behind me. I think the reason I bought the T100, just by looking at it, you've got the spoke wheels, it's all black, it's just got a classic line about it. It's a beautiful old style bike, which sort of goes with me because I'm a beautiful old style sort of guy. What do I love about the Bonnie? Oh, just about everything. I love the riding position. I love the way the handlebars sit me up a bit more upright than the Speed Triple did. It has less power, which is probably a good thing for me. I've got more points on my licence now than I've ever had. I just like the classic look. I love the spokes. I love the black. Yeah, for me, it feels really comfortable when I'm riding it. I feel like I can swerve around the corners nice and smoothly, and it's not top heavy like the old Speed Triple, and it hasn't got those big thumping cylinders like a BMW. So I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I said I've always wanted to have sex on the back of my bike, and finally I had sex on the back of my bike. It was a Triumph. Oh, come on! That's pretty good off the cuff, I reckon. That ride to Kangaroo Valley is just magnificent. Sometimes on a Friday with friends, we often go out to the Bells Line of Road out at Richmond and come back through Katoomba, or even go further on to Lithgow, which is a really nice ride. One of the best rides I've ever done in my life is riding the South Island in New Zealand with my friend Tom. The roads are just magnificent. There's hardly any traffic, and everywhere you go and everywhere you look, there's a beautiful vista. There's mountains, there's aqua green rivers floating past you, there's nice New Zealanders, and really lovely ride around New Zealand. I guess I'm more of a social rider. I like riding on the weekend with friends. I'm riding more and more during the week now. There always seems to be a day where somebody rings you up and says, "Hey, want to come for a ride?" So I'm a social rider. Often you pull over and you talk to a bunch of bike riders, and they're talking alphabetical numbers and all sorts of things, and I don't know what they're talking about. All I know is getting on a bike, riding it safely is one of the most rewarding things you could ever do. I think one of the rides I'd love to do one day, which I may never get to do, but I would love to ride up through Scandinavian countries and just for the sweepiness. The other one I'd love to ride is the Amalfi Coast. Seen some videos on the Amalfi Coast, people riding it, just looks fantastic. I'd love to do that one day. So any advice I can give to young or learner riders would be constantly, vigilantly aware of everything around you. Try not to speed. I know you want to speed. I wanted to speed. Everybody wants to speed. But there are places to do that where it's a lot safer. And I would suggest you very strongly, don't go out and buy a big bike. Just start on the small bike. If you're a beginner, start on the small bike. It'll be the best thing you ever do. So be safe, come home, ride again. So for me, riding a bike is really a relaxation thing. I really enjoy the freedom of getting out on the road there, leaving your troubles behind you, and hopefully having no troubles in front of you. And just enjoy the relaxation of the bike, the power. I'm going off to a brand new land somewhere, which might be only down the road about 20 miles, but it's still a brand new land.